Did fucking Wu-Tang drop the first NFT and we didn't realize it?
Yeah, kind of, pretty much.
That album was like the first NFT, basically.
I mean, bro, like I've been involved in the hobby space, right, for the last couple of years, and I haven't done that since the early 90s. I'm probably the top 5 biggest fucking influential person in the sports part, the space. So like now, I try as much as possible to not focus on that. It's like they say Steph Curry, after he scores like 60 points, they say he goes home and acts like it never happened. No one in my family really understands it. Like baseball cards, what the fuck you talking about? So I try not to talk about it. And then when people do talk about it, if you see what happened with Target yesterday, Target announced they're not going to sell Pokemon anymore, or even sports cards, period. Every Thursday, they have a delivery.
Word?
There's a line.
It's like Supreme?
Bro, it's way worse than Supreme. There's a line all the way down the street. I thought they were waiting in line for toilet paper or bullets. This guy goes, nah, waiting in line for Pokemon. And then employees start getting hurt. People start doing backdoor shit.
And Target announced that they're no longer selling.
They can't. They said it's just causing violence.
It's getting dangerous, fam.
Yeah.
The Pokemon game is dangerous.
How did the Pokemon game come back this hard?
Because of the sports card space. I'm sorry, collecting cards. They're the real NFT if you really want to get down to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Pokemon go crazy.
Yeah. And their fans, you gotta remember, bro, how many people know the Lakers? A lot. How many people know Manchester United? Even more. How many people know Pokemon, bro? Way more.
Everybody.
My kids know the shit. You know what I mean? Like, but not just know it, they collect it. They're big in it.
Yeah, kids and adults. I mean, for generations now.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it kind of bothered me, Pokemon cards in comparison to like baseball cards, because I was like, this isn't real.
Yeah,
like it's fictional, But
and then it took over.
And now it feels like that's what's happening with currency. Yeah. It's like this isn't real, but then it's gonna take over.
I didn't jump in Pokemon the way I should have, and Mo did. Sterling's friend, Mo Shalizi. This motherfucker's already made like $1.3 million off Pokemon. The cocksucker, fucking Lebanese motherfucking bitch motherfucker.
When? Like recently? Like
he jumped in like a year ago. Was getting into it. He goes, "Hey, what's your boy's name?" I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Cause he got Pokemon." I'm like, "That motherfucker gonna send you some shit." He somehow finessed. Oh, Marshmallow, this, that, whatever. Boom, gets in there, and now Shalizi's up like $1.3 million. Met some dude from high school that had a storage room filled with Pokemon cards since 1998 or 2000 or something. Shalizi goes over there, goes, "Hey man, heard you're not doing so good. Let me give you some cash." Bought the whole storage room. I was like, what if you flop though? What if there's nothing in that room? He goes, "I was taking a chance." The motherfucker had like 2 Charizards, like crazy fucking cards in there.
I love to hear you be like 2 Charizards in that bitch. Because the game is really that thick right now where it's like, for me growing up, I like thought that was cool, but I also never played the actual game to know what was.
But that was your generation though.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't like. But I grew up in the hood. It wasn't. We didn't play that in Chicago. We didn't like. You couldn't actually play it. You might have had the cards, but it was more like a nigga. I got a Charizard. You didn't take the time to. It's Dungeons and Dragons pretty much. You didn't take the fucking time to.
Wait,
be
so
like,
how old are you strong again?
32. It'll be 33.
Oh no. So it was it before your time or after your time?
Nah, it was
it's
during
around
my time
our
for sure.
time.
It was during my time for sure.
Yeah,
okay.
But I had the same thing, but I didn't play the game.
Yeah.
I also just felt like it was.
So the kids who are 23 now, it's very big in their time. Do you know what I mean? Like they were playing it in their teens and it was big. The first person to order a fucking Goku fucking card for me was Black. So I pulled him to the side. I said, "Let me talk to you for a second." So what's up? I was like, "Hey, bro, you date an Asian chick?" He's like, "Nah, why you said that?" I was like, you watch Dragon Ball Z? He's like, "Yeah, bro."
Yeah, a lot of people do.
And I was like, "Where you grew up?" In Compton. I was like, "Black people in Compton are watching Japanese anime." He goes, "What the fuck are you to? Where have you been, bro?" He goes, "Bro, it's a lot of black people that watch Japanese anime." And I said, "What the fuck? When?"
Mike, since we were Mike B. Jordan, since we were maybe 14, he's been watching Bleach and all this stuff that I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck this stuff. It's more of the liberated black child. It's Jaden Smith. It's the child who's saying I can do what I want to do. Like I'm saying, growing up in the hood, it wasn't even on my fucking radar.
No shit.
It was just like when I moved out to LA and I see real Crip niggas skateboard, and I'm like, fam, it was never a thing. When Lupe came out with Kick Push, it was shocking.
No, it was. I'm just saying, when I seen how many black kids and young adults were fucking with all the shit, it fucked me up because I was like, yo, bro. Then I realized there was probably more because it was really just an Asian thing. You know, it was just a goofy ass agent that's been going on forever. Japanese mostly, I'm just saying. But then it just trickled down to a whole different thing now.
I mean, I watched that shit. Each morning, I kicked my morning off with Pokemon. It wasn't like I wasn't watching. It was just more of the taking.
Listen, Pokemon was a TV show too?
Yes. It was a huge TV show. I was a kid. It was a huge TV show.
Yeah.
Pokemon, Ash Ketchum, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy, a huge
wanna
Game
be
Boy
the
thing.
very
The kids, see, that was even still a little bit after, like, right?
I think just because I'm fucking, bro, I'm almost 50, you know, so fuck.
So what the fuck was you watching?
Not, bro, there's barely, the cartoons was still like Bugs Bunny, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, you know, Tom and Jerry or some other shit, man. It wasn't.
So how does the launch of NFT like go wrong then?
It's not that, it's just, okay, one of the most important things about NFTs is the platform you're releasing it on.
Right.
The platform, the blockchain, just everything has to make sense. And like, you know, like, bro, I had 40,000 people create brand new accounts on this platform, but I didn't give them the proper information. It was kind of, I did it. Look, we were supposed to release this towards the end of January when it was like the height of the height. I could have farted and it would have been sold out. And people
What kind of fart?
But the way is now, the way the NFTs
Silent?
are, you know, we didn't have much time. So I'm just promoting the NFT. I'm not promoting that you need to use Ethereum to pay for this, because that's the standard, you know, the universal issue of payment. So 99% of people using credit cards, getting their cards declined because of a thing called KYC.
Okay, because the banks, that's where the banks not liking crypto comes into play.
And so it just screwed things up. And I'm like, yo, it didn't make sense. Then on top of that, the headquarters of the platform that I released my fucking NFT on, they're in Singapore. I tell Nick Diamond, I'm like, bro, you didn't want to tell me that these guys are 16 hours ahead. We're dropping at 8 a.m. So this motherfucker's about to go to sleep. Like, where's the customer? It was bottom line is, I don't like having learning lessons this late in life because, you know, I've done pretty well myself. But, you know, had I had somebody there, like if it was in New York or something, I'd have been able to kind of finesse it a different way. You know, so it was kind of like a weird situation. But you know what? At the end of the day, there was money that was made still, right?
Yeah.
But it's not about money with me. It's my namesake, you know? As you get older, it's like ever since Uzi said in 2016, pretty much anyone over 25 years of age is old to me, right? And I didn't really believe it until like Tyler, ASAP Rocky, blah, blah. Like, oh, you ancient. After you're 30, forget about it. Bro, I got my major glow-ups in my 40s, you know what I mean? And like it would go up even higher. So for me to stay relevant at my age, I had to work 15 times harder and smarter. So, you know, something that looks like kind of weird, people subconsciously think like, oh, maybe Ben ain't hot no more or whatever it may be. And at the same time, it's not about that. It's just, I don't want to be, you know, whack, right? Even though if I have paper or whatever, you know, I just want to still be cool and have the legacy still remain good for my kids. So it just was a weird situation yesterday. It put me in a weird position, but you do have to sit and focus and be like, yo, man, you're blessed. Everything is good. Boom. But there's so much turmoil everywhere in the world right now. You got people mad still about COVID. You got people still mad about whatever. You got people mad about Palestine and you know, Palestinians and Israel. You got people mad about crypto loss here and there. You got people mad about, you know, their meme coins versus Dogecoin. And you got people mad about some other shit. I think people forgot about fucking, you know, people cheating on their girlfriends and boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much shit going on that I don't think people can process real life anymore.
How do you keep up on it? Because it feels like you're kind of always ahead of these things, you know, like even just Bitcoin was that wasn't your first experience with Bitcoin when you sold the property to get Bitcoin, because like for context, can I call you like a Bitcoin millionaire? Like,
yeah, I mean you call me Bitcoin. I mean, that's proper. I mean, that would be proper.
Yeah, you're a Bitcoin millionaire. So like, how did you know to get in on that? Is that some sites you go on, or is that just the communities you're in?
No, I okay. So Bitcoin's been around for a long time. You know, I made a Bitcoin chain 8 years ago. You know, started making jewelry, started making things, boom. Started realizing, hey, this is a cool thing. So I have some friends, you know, who are hackers. And the whole purpose of this is so they can pay people. Like, imagine, like, all right, check this out. I'm going to do this coding for you. I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to go hack somebody's shit. I'm going to go hack into fucking Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook page. Or I'm going to hack into Lady Gaga's page. Okay? She has 100 million followers on Facebook. I'm going to spam her entire inbox with diet pills. Now, if there's a 0.001% return, you've made a shit ton of money. People buying, clicking those links, right? Most people don't. There's spam filters, but this is a long time ago. So what do? All right, well, boom. How do you pay that person without the government, the IRS figuring it out, right? Pay it through crypto. You know, avoid tax, avoid different things. It's a unique thing with tax situation now. But what I'm getting at is people who are mining these coins, who are dealing with it on in like the not the dark web, what the fuck? I guess the dark web. I'm saying that's a way to pay each other. Other cryptocurrencies are utilities for other things. Dogecoin was technically meant to just like, you know what, Sterling? You passed me the ball today, man. We're playing that game today, dog. With the homies, man. I fuck with you, man. I'm gonna send you 1,000 Dogecoins. And it was like just like a little fucking fun thing on websites, forums, like Reddit or something, just tipping people. So as Bitcoin became, started getting crazy, I had Bitcoin. A lot of my friends did though. I have friends who invested in Uber early on. I was like, whatever. You're like, oh damn, woulda, shoulda, coulda. At a certain point, I was like, look, I ain't about to let no more woulda, shoulda, couldas happen in my life. So, I've always had Bitcoin here and there. At one point, I had 2,000 Bitcoins, but at the same time, it was like 200 grand. 2,000 Bitcoins, even right now with this fucking tank, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy,
Tens of
crazy.
millions?
Hundreds of millions,
Hundreds of millions.
So,
Jesus Christ.
I just felt like a couple things. I knew that it was solid. It was something that was the future. It's going to be around for a long time. And I felt like, hey, now I have something where I feel like, look, if all shit goes to hell, this could be a good gamble, right? I'm sitting on a good amount of money right now. What does this $2.6 million or $5 million really mean to me? All right, well, cool. So I took that risk, sat on it, and fortunately, it just went up, up, and up. Now it's going down a little bit, but at the same time, I know people who have 90% of their net worth in Bitcoin strictly, right? And so, they're wealthy guys, they have money. And again, there's people out there. I do think it will go back up, right, to a high point because Bitcoin is the Birkin bag of cryptocurrency. It's rare, it's exclusive. It's like a Bugatti or it's like a Ferrari. It's a rare thing. A lot of these other coins, they have no market cap. They're infinite. There's a crazy amount of supply. So what's going on right now is kind of unfortunate, but I still feel good about it. It's just it ain't $5,000 anymore. It's not $4,000. It's not the even right now with it being a dip, the heavy crypto guys are like, yo, dude, you should buy the dip. And I'm like, shit, some motherfuckers can't really afford to buy a dip,
I thought about buying a dip. I thought about jumping in there.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I'm thinking about transferring a lot of mine and getting out of it for a little bit, but I'm still going to keep some just because you never know, right?
Yeah.
Now, with that said, if it does get into the 30-something range, I think I kind of I'm obligated to kind of jump in and just do it. And people say, yo, why? You already have money. It's not that. It's the existing money I have in the bank. Bro, there's no, if you understand finances, I didn't understand it forever and it was in front of my face. Meaning I understood if you have a mathematical problem in front of you that's not that complicated, but you never do the math, you wouldn't think about it. But I'm thinking like, okay, well, check this out. Let's say you have a really, really non-aggressive money market account. It might barely take care of inflation. I never really thought about it because I've been living good and I've always made more money than I spent, and I'm pretty good about my spending. People are like, oh shit, you bought this car. Yeah, bro, that was 10% of what I made though, fam. Don't get it fucked up. I never spend over 10% of what I make because, this has to go here, this has to go here. So if you're barely making 2% in your savings account and you got millions of dollars or whatever, boom, FDIC only insures fucking up to $250,000 anyway. So it doesn't fucking do shit. So you're not even making your inflation back. So when people are showing like, I was going to say someone's name from Chicago, but like you got dudes who are flashing 60, 70 bands in cash, hardcore cash, right? It's actually stupid now, right? Show me a digital wallet because realistically, your cash now, dude, Biden just pumped fucking $1.4 trillion into our economy, bro. What do you think's going to fucking happen? Like, there's points in time where I'm like, oh, we had 300 grand cash here. You had cash here. I've been trying to get rid of all of that shit. You got to have hard assets, bro. Things that are going in, whether it be art, whether it be real estate, this beautiful home, whatever. And crypto's been kind of safe. The only problem is there's so many crazy coins out there.
Yeah.
People don't get it.
Yeah.
That's the part for me is like, as I continue to be like, as we were saying earlier, a whole bunch of the homies jumped in. A whole bunch of homies are doing really well from it, and I commend them. And I also just look back with a little bit of fake envy of like, I should get in with the homies. Damn, these motherfuckers are hitting licks. But at the same time, like, there's so many coins out there, and whenever I see people rushing to something, whenever there's a rush, I'm like, there's danger in that as well. So I don't know enough about the markets. I don't know enough about crypto. I'm learning it more and more each day. Enough for me to say, fuck it. I guess I could. I guess, part of me.
You said the key word though, you're learning. And if you don't understand it, can't just jump in because, it's like seeing a fine ass bitch. Be like, damn man, this chick bad as hell, body, face, everything cool. You don't know she got STDs, you don't know she got issues, you don't know what her history is. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You ain't ran the vag facts. You know what I'm saying? You ain't run all the issues and what her family from, whatever, boom. And it's like, all right, all you saw was just what it was for face value.
For sure.
With anything.
For sure.
Yeah.
And most of the time you don't hit the lick when you do that. Most of the time you don't come out on top.
Welcome to Wine and Weed.
Hey.
Welcome back to another week. I'm Chris Reinacher, a.k.a. The Connoisseur, a.k.a. The Elusive Moose, a.k.a. The Goop in Your Gap, a.k.a. Speed Bump, a.k.a. Your New Baby Daddy, a.k.a. La La La. I was looking for like a super old
Saxophone Jones.
like years ago, a.k.a. Saxophone Jones. And with me, as always,
I'm the other host, Sterling Steelo Brim, a.k.a. That Dude, a.k.a. S to the beach and your best of the breed, a.k.a. is that third leg, no, it's just me, a.k.a. Concerned Father, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. RP Black Mamba, a.k.a. Stevenson, Stallington, just the coolest nigga I know. And last but not least, your Uncle Elroy. And with us, we have a very special guest. Should we let Courtney go first before this?
oh yeah, Courtney.
On screen, we have Courtney. Courtney, how you feeling? Courtney, you got some AKAs
Hi,
this week too.
I got some AKAs, y'all. Thank y'all for giving them to me. So we got Courtney, AKA The Voice, AKA Off Camera Court, AKA Courtney Gates. I like that one. AKA Oracle.
I like that one. Trying to get to the bag quick.
AKA The Queen Behind the Scenes, and AKA Invisible Courtney.
Okay.
Wow, you got some AKAs.
She does.
Wow.
I love Courtney Gates. It's hilarious. And we have a very special guest. If y'all did not know, a fucking NFT and cryptocurrency fucking expert. But more than that, I'm joking. I'm just more saying you're giving us our lesson on this show. So we appreciate that. More than that, you are a jeweler to everyone, to the stars, and a not humble guy himself, Mr. Ben Baller. What's good, dude?
What's going on, bro?
I appreciate you for being here.
Businessman, podcast host. Feels
He's
like
everything.
you got a billion things you do.
He really
Entrepreneur,
does.
man.
He's an entrepreneur. He's
Entrepreneur.
just a businessman.
Korean Renaissance man.
Hey, we were talking just off camera earlier, before you got here, because your foundation, at least, is in jewelry, and even though you do everything now, we were thinking like, yo, and you've probably answered this question before, but I'm gonna ask you again. What is your favorite, not piece that you've ever done, but piece in general? Like, is there a piece that you saw that was like, yo, that's still to me the motherfucking, that's my Mona Lisa, not even necessarily yours, but that's the Mona Lisa pieces to me. That piece was done by blah, 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 and that piece of jewelry itself is like insane.
It's a tough question just because, like, sometimes you create things at a time when, I did the best that I could do with my resources.
Yeah.
And at that point, that to me was a ceiling. And then you break the ceiling. And I've continuously broke the ceiling almost every year. And, at one point, there's iconic things that I made because in the hood, these were hood pieces of jewelry for hood legends, real gangsters that really put their hard-earned, money into this thing. And we executed these pieces for the streets, and they were cool, right? But then you think about, all right, well, now my shit is in museums. So you think about museum quality jewelry. What does that word mean? It's a different level. So, February 2020, I delivered Kid Cudi a Kiki Murakami piece with an actual entire Murakami link. And you look at this piece, and every time I look at it, I get dumbfounded. It's literally just so fucking unbelievable. And the crazy part about it was The artist proof edition is in my office because the pandemic happened, and so Murakami could never get it. Now the thing is, even shipping that with full insurance, would you want to ship like a fucking $600,000 chain to Japan? Like have that shit sit in customs? Like, that's like not what you want to do. Do you want to ship it to somebody, have them sit in quarantine for 14? It's just a fucking situation.
Right. Yeah.
So the piece has been sitting in my office for like 16 months or whatever it may be, and it's like I look at it and I'm like, this is so absolutely mind-blowing. And before that, it was another Murakami piece. What's like, and even before that, it was like I looked at the John Mayer piece and I was like, damn, this Big Lebowski piece is
John
really
Mayer piece was crazy.
Crazy. You think about it and you're like, all right, well, boom. But this thing here, for someone as legendary as Kid Cudi to get into the game so late, I'm like, bro, you're buying jewelry this late in the game, bro. You didn't wear jewelry. You started wearing jewelry in your late 30s, and this is how you come, bro. This is how you feel a family. He's like, yeah, man, I just kind of wanted to shit on motherfuckers. I was like, all right, well, you definitely did that. And, collaborating with one of the greatest living contemporary artists in the world, and him giving me my flowers, like literally, not funny because they're flowers that we made on him, right? He goes, hey, Ben, I didn't do anything. I just gave you the canvas, and I was like, no, you gave me the blueprint, the canvas, everything. I just made the jewelry. And he was the first person to treat me like, so the whole experience was so great. Murakami's like, I'm going to give you 50-50. We're going to split this. Whereas someone that big, you know what I mean? You would think he'd probably take more. Even though I'm making it, at the end of the day, he could choose 50. Now, the other jewelers may not have made it as good as I have, but the fact of the matter is we hit it out the park. We did it. He showed me respect. I have the utmost for this dude. You know what I mean? Like, our relationship is on a different level now because of what we've done in the jewelry space.
Yeah.
Chris trying to get some jewelry. He don't know what to fucking get. We've been sitting here thinking about like how we gonna get my guy.
I might pull a Kid Cudi and just do it later.
Oh, you gonna go that hard? You gonna go that hard?
And then I'll go that hard.
Damn, that's gonna be crazy.
What should I do?
What should I do?
This is brand new.
hilarious.
I usually have nothing on my wrist.
Where
My
you get that
girlfriend
from?
tied this to me, and then
Where'd she get that from? I'm missing one like that.
something Colombian. You think I stole
I'll tell you
it?
this. Bracelet's a good idea.
A bracelet?
Very good idea. Because I can see the bracelet worked on you. If you got something that was cool, nothing too crazy.
I never thought I was a bracelet guy, but I kind of this bracelet's been on for a little while. Maybe I am. Maybe I just didn't experiment with.
If you had it tied like
and
that,
it won't be so crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I stopped wearing jewelry maybe about a year and 2 years ago. Stopped kind of wearing I wear my wedding ring, of course, with my earrings, and then I only wear but at the same time, this cross costs more than people's cars. You know what I mean? Because it's it's big stones. It's kind of understated, but anyone who knows jewelry will be like, holy shit, those are big diamonds in there. Just kind of just kept it kind of. I actually have a little choker chain that's my son wears, but I wore it today. So I have small things here and there, but it's something I don't take off.
Your watch is crazy.
No, watch is regular, bro. It's just
okay.
It is the feeling of wearing a chain does do something, even though I don't do it. When I do as for fun, I think I've worn one of your chains before, and I'm like, oh, I see. I get this. I get this.
Now people think you my little prison bitch. They like.
I think the watch is important because one day you're gonna have kids, probably. And passing a watch down really does mean a lot.
That's true.
It does. And Sterling, he's
it's
rich.
Your
so
time. That's what you gotta say when you give your son.
Steelo got a lot of money. You should. He should donate. He should give you your first watch because he got a lot of watches.
Wow.
What the fuck? I don't have any watches. And also, you want to watch, Chris? I got you. Easy.
I don't. I'm not trying to.
I got you, bro.
Now I feel like I'm your prison bitch.
Get your little Apple Watch. Something nice. These streets crazy right now. You ain't trying to be out here crazy.
I had an Apple Watch for a little bit.
Did you?
True,
It's dope, right?
You know what? That's a great watch.
I fuck with the Apple Watch.
My wife loves it. She wears it more than her watch.
I liked it. I just didn't. It was I use my phone just as much, and I don't know.
Also, the charging aspect of it was bothering me because I was like, I don't want to have to charge. You should somehow be charging yourself or something. I don't know. Off my skin power.
I don't want to have text messages come to my fucking watch, though.
There's a little bit of that, a little bit of constantly being on, not being able to put it in your pocket, put it away.
And this motherfucker is la, so I don't trust him with a watch.
Well, the watch is attached to you, though. I don't trust me with a nice pair of sunglasses.
No, I'm not saying you're gonna lose it. I'm saying somebody gonna run up on you.
Someone's gonna steal it from
because you're
me.
so la that you won't know that you're walking down a dark alley.
I've known you for an hour.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say, if you had a nice Submariner, stainless steel sport watch.
Oh, nice.
bro, think about the value of that. You know, I remember
Alright.
buying those watches for $3-4 grand. They're going for fucking over 8, 10. They're going for crazy money, and it's just a simple watch you could beat up everywhere, in the ocean, in the mountains. You could be in an alley if you want, you know, wherever you want to be. That watch is all purpose, and look at your whole style and everything. Boom.
Alright.
Hey, and I call that a salesman.
Hey,
Because you are all in.
in the
He
upcoming
started hitting
weeks,
his pockets and shit. He's like, do I have it right here?
I'm
I'm
like,
like, do you have it? Can we exchange? Shit. He really was all in. But I was all in too on you having that watch.
Watch my
I was
wrists
like
over
you.
the next couple weeks. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Speaking to our first article.
Yeah, let's
guy,
get into the
dude.
news of the week.
Our first article is about an LA man who disguised himself as a white guy to commit over 30 home robberies.
Oh, they were home robberies.
Home robberies, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a really good mask.
It
too.
is.
So a black man used a lifelike mask with fake hair to disguise himself as a white guy while committing a series of home robberies in LA. He was arrested last week. So the mask, if you can see it, it looks, once you put it on, he looks like a white man.
Legit.
So
It reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire.
He has like a real
Basically.
movie mask.
yeah.
He got it from Western
Yes.
Rentals.
It's like a big silicone mask, like that's like a glove over your head.
So he is charged with 2 counts of burglary, grand theft, and 1 count of vandalism.
White facing. Oh. One kind
In
of white facing.
in the robberies, he stole flat screen TVs, and he was found because in the security footage, they noticed the suspect will always keep his mouth open, which they realized was when they discovered that he was wearing a mask, because he would keep his
Trying to breathe.
yeah, he was trying to
It's
breathe.
hot as fuck.
through
in the
So that's how
Just
they
a white
realized.
mouth breather
He didn't leave
stealing
any
your
fingerprints,
TV.
but he left some hot ass breath in this motherfucker. This nigga's been.
He wasn't
walking
very
through this
smart.
bitch. He was. He had 30 licks, fam.
Yeah, but bro, he's still in. Bro, flat screens, bro. Ain't
No,
no fucking
that's
money.
my problem. But
Ain't
the
no
30
fucking
licks,
money.
I'm proud of him for getting through
Yeah,
30.
No, 30 is a lot.
30 is
Yeah.
a lot. It what was that, in 2 months?
It doesn't say how long it took him, but he was arrested during a traffic stop. Wow.
And they found the mask, huh?
And they-
Oh,
no.
so he didn't even get
Yeah,
caught.
the officers found a face mask within the traffic stop.
And he was like, that's my COVID mask.
Stupid ass.
Yeah.
But the mouth is
The
wide
mask gave
open.
it away.
That's what he could have done. He could have put also a mask over the mask. That would have been
He would
real
definitely been
simple.
Oh,
dead.
he wouldn't have been able to
He
breathe.
would
Yeah, he
definitely
would've breathed,
died,
bro.
Oh,
for
I forgot about that part.
sure. His mouth would have been twice as open.
But he put glasses on top, which I think
he?
sells the whole mask bit, right?
Nah, but that's fake. You
Yeah.
already know it's fake, because don't no nigga rob no house in glasses. You ain't never seen your security camera footage and seen a nigga have on some bifocals.
It's he really looks like
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, he looks like
creepy,
he
fam.
looks like me.
He look like a bitch who had too much surgery in Beverly Hills, and like it looked creepy, but it does look like I guess a white person.
From far away,
crazy,
away, it could.
Robberies though, right now, are at an all-time high in the last year. Like
Is that
this
true?
last, it's literally the
It's
biggest.
a pandemic.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's a pandemic.
My boy's house got robbed last night.
Really?
Yeah, literally, he was showing me the video footage. I was like, "Fuck, man, it's fucked up."
Fuck. My neighbor's car got stolen straight off the street.
God damn, both of y'all suspects.
That's weird though. You know what? Stealing a car is the dumbest thing in the world right now. Unless you have like a vintage Ferrari or certain things, like any kind of car that's like, it's just dumb to steal a car.
If you're
now,
stealing
bro.
a vintage Ferrari, you're a real thief. Like you're a motherfucker that's breaking it. You're
Yeah.
some Ocean's 11 ass nigga.
That's what it is.
The person who's stealing whatever car he talking about
It's
is
like
trying
some
to
Toyota.
get by,
Yeah.
fam. Literally.
Yeah, there are people just stealing catalytic converters out of cars because I guess I had that happen to me. There's a like a
Basically, it's
precious
computer.
metal inside of it. So
Right.
they're selling
It's
it. For,
vibranium.
they're not selling it for very much.
You know they make Priuses in Wakanda, right?
Bro, I still didn't make, man, it's so funny. You just made me think about that whole, I have never, ever, not curved, just kind of like, just really not like good at not responding.
You're great at
Well,
not responding.
Your boy, MB Jordan, wanting that piece, that vibrating. He
What, the
wanted that.
Black Panther one?
Yeah, even wanted that for almost what? How long? When did
You
Black Panther
shoulda
come
did
out?
it
3 years
for
ago.
him.
He's too like famous, bro, for me. Like, I don't know, bro. I just can't. I feel like it ain't gonna be cool enough, man.
Are there people that are, because I've heard you answer this question before too. No, are there people that are currently still around that you like, yo, I gotta make this person a change, or I want to make the person a change, or are you like, I'm not at that level no more where I even fucking care enough. Like we have to organically meet and then get inspired. Or are you a fan of somebody that you like, man, if I can make this motherfucker a piece, I make them the craziest piece, and they don't even know they like jewelry yet. Like a dope bracelet on Chris with a thread under here. with
So the
some house
situation
gold right
now
here.
is, I think I've lost a lot of inspiration and motivation to do anything jewelry wise because of the money I've made in the last year. It's kind of fucking like kind of numb me to work. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of, let me get back in. I got a new factory. My store reopens in a couple weeks. I'm trying to get back into motivation to working. So, but with that said as well, bro, I'm booked until 2023 for custom pieces. So like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know? So it's like, I want to refund their money, but I already did that before and people are cussing me out. So now if I do it again, it's like, you know, so, I'm kind of like busy.
How long does making a piece of jewelry take?
Now, probably like about like something crazy, 8 to 12 weeks.
Wow. And just like in the studio every day?
I mean, yeah, different parts of it, different aspects of it. Because, you know, you start shaving things, you start doing different things here and there. And in between, I want to have enough time to like make something small, make whatever. It's two different processes, you know. I'm talking about for me, right? And back in the day, I was able to make a piece in 3-4 weeks, but I wasn't making pieces that were that intricate, you know? Like now I'm making spash boxes to put weed inside shit. Like I'm making, you know.
But they were intricate for the time you were doing them shit.
They were.
Like you said that earlier. I was like, when you really brought up the point of like resources back then to now, I remember a lot of your fucking chains from back in the day that were like iconic chains.
No, there's a lot.
Like
even
the California fucking, the state one, what was it? Now you do the I-95.
the I-95 and I-10,
you did
Interstate
I-10,
10.
yeah. You did that for Fat Joe?
Fat Joe, and then the Interstate 10 was for a like a real famous.
I mean, you and Jonas, like
trapper.
what y'all did.
And of course, the
fucking,
LRG joints
was
and
the craziest shit I've ever seen at the time. So like, no. I mean, the resources. One thing about the resources now, though, it's got to be. It's way easier.
It is, but like for instance, like let's say for instance, like, fuck man, I hate using people's names, but like one of the most famous fucking, you know, athletes in the world. His son hit me up. And he's got all the means, whatever, and I can charge him, you know, what I want to charge, you know, whatever. And I just don't want to do the piece, you know, like I don't know, man.
Is that from a branding standpoint, or is that from a, hey man, I just gotta give a fuck?
It's a slight little bit part of branding, part of me understanding that the power of no is very powerful.
Yeah,
it's very, very, very. You know, you give people like, all right, cool. And then people start saying, oh, that's cap. And then they'll see me in front of their face at a big place, whether it be Complex Con or on the street, and be like, oh, I got a dude you can hit up my boy Jimmy Boy. He'll make that piece. My boy be like, yo, dog, Ben done sent me so much jewelry work. I don't even know what to say at this point, right? And I'm like, yeah, dude, cool.
I don't even ask Ben to make me no jewelry. I won't even ask him that. I'm like, this motherfucker, I ain't about to ask him to make me no fucking
Well, you know,
jewelry.
another thing too was we were really smart. I patented the word micro Jesus. I mean, bro, everyone in the world makes small pieces now, but when we made them,
have you told the Christians this? They may have a problem with this. Micro Jesus.
I mean, I love I want to see just a fiction about Micro Jesus.
Right.
I think that could be a whole movie.
But I also
it's like an Ant-Man, but with Jesus.
It's like Ant-Man, but Jesus.
Okay.
If you own the name, let's go.
We tried to trademark Baby Jesus, right? Because we make a baby, we make.
Nah, you couldn't get that one. Will Ferrell
I
got
don't
that.
think you could get that
From Talladega Nights, yeah.
But it was gone in every aspect. Marketing, fucking T-shirts, apparel, boom, this and that. So, but micro Jesus was a big thing because a lot of people were starting to wear micro pieces. One of the first pieces that Steelo got from me was a micro Jesus.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And like
it was the first thing.
It still is a huge seller because at a certain point, not everyone wants to look like Boosie and have 15 chains on or whatever, or look like NBA YoungBoy or whatever. They want to have tinier chains. Or, you know, some people say, oh, it looks classy, it's cleaner, it's even girls love
that
wearing
piece.
Yeah, I mean, my brother-in-law, he lost his piece at Magic Mountain and was so upset about it. I'm like, bro, we could just I have fucking 15 of them at the store. He goes, no, it's different because you gave me that piece. And I was like, bro, miss me with the sentimental shit. Like, don't worry about it. But, you know, people like it because they can go to Cabo and jump in the pool with it on and not trip. You can go have sex with it on, whatever. But it just doesn't really bother you. We're having it on the plane.
You want a micro Jesus, man?
Yeah, I love
Do you
having
like
a
Jesus?
micro Jesus.
Are you even a Jesus fan?
I mean, having a micro Jesus sounds dope, but yeah, it's not like I'm like Jesus means so much to me.
Are you using your micro Jesus? Like, do you think you're gonna buy one and then?
Well, it says I can have sex with it, so I'm kind of using it.
You don't have sex with the micro
No, I mean
Jesus.
sex. I mean sex with it on.
Okay, I was about to say, now you're gonna get way too blasphemous on this show.
No, I'm not having sex with the micro Jesus.
That's wild.
This is the problem, though. Girls like to steal the chain.
Oh fuck.
Because some
Not
they
the
could wear.
problem. You just buy like 10 of them from you, Ben, and you just
Oh,
keep
there
them
you
for your
go.
hoes on the way out.
There you go.
You motherfucking give them the basket. What's
There you
the
go.
rumor? We know this rumor that we got certain athletes that give chicks baskets on the way out. No,
I've heard this rumor.
it's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
I know it's a real thing. I mean, whatever.
Is there jewelry you can't have sex on?
Yeah, you can't have a big ass chain on, bro. You fuck that shit have hit someone in the head.
Unless you just like a wild nigga.
Yes, chains can get really fucking big.
You ever seen Little Baby when he's like recently what he's wearing like almost every day now? He has huge, like we're talking half a kilo, but like 7. So he has like kilos of gold on his neck. You know, it cuts the circulation in your neck off.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit's on and you hit something. Even doggy style might hit her back or some shit. It's just big fucking chains, bro.
Yeah. Feels like lower back problems, you know? He would have some back problems.
All right, that's what we're not gonna do.
J. Cole makes hooping debut with Basketball Africa League. J. Cole's own sideline story is finally coming full circle on the court. The guy just made his professional debut as a basketball player and did it in none other than Africa. The rapper, who's fresh off of a fire 6th studio album, put on his hooping shoes this weekend not long after signing a brief 3-game contract with the Rwanda Patriots Basketball Club, which is part of the Basketball Africa League.
I like what he did because for obvious reasons. This league, we can get any fucking press if J. Cole didn't join it. So as they launch the Africa League, it's a great way to get press around it. I know why he did it. That's the reason I think at least why he did it. Because J. Cole, as somebody that actually hoops, is not good enough to play in any league like that. So, salute to him, though, for doing this, I think, for the right reasons. If he really is just like, I'm pursuing my dream of being like a league nigga, also, I shout out to him for that shit. It's hilarious.
But how about the album is so fucking fire this week, and I don't even listen to new music, and the album is so good. And on top of that, he did that and fulfilled his dream of playing ball, whether it be overseas or wherever. That's pretty cool. I seen him, score. What I don't like is they show the highlight, and it's like they're on a fast break, and someone misses a layup, and then he puts it back up, he gets his points. I'm like, come on, dog. I want to see let's see some other shit,
But those are there's still like ex NBA players in that league, so he's not about to be getting off.
I'm just saying though. But show me. They're saying that he, had some blocks or rebounds. Show me something else than that. Like to keep showing that one clip.
That's all. I mean, that's the only one he scored in. What you want them to do?
Oh, okay, I thought he had more points.
No, he had 3 points.
Yeah.
I think 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, he had 3 points in the end.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. But look, I will ask a question though. Did you see J. Cole's freestyle?
What do you mean freestyle?
The freestyle that he had
I saw that on
before
that
the
morning
album
show.
came out, like one day before the album came out. It was
Nah,
a
I didn't see it.
freestyle. Okay, so freestyle went viral. It was like really, really big. My argument or my question to you is: was the freestyle too good?
It was too good to me to be declared like that he was making it up on the spot. But that's not really what
No, that's not what
freestyles
the
are.
freestyle is. No.
What are you afraid that it's too good? What's the fear?
Well, my fear was that I'm a big J. Cole fan. And I listened to the album, and the album to me was just okay compared to the freestyle.
Oh damn!
The freestyle was
Damn.
incredible, where it made you feel as though it was like watching a preview to a movie, and then the movie not being anything like
I hate
the
that type of
actual
shit.
Oh, that
preview.
sucks. I haven't heard the album yet. I've only heard that freestyle.
But you're probably better off listening to the album first, and not the freestyle was. When I say I watched it and said this motherfucker is
It was like
changing rap.
when Black Thought went off that one time, right?
Yeah, like just freestyle. You feel like it's only like 1 in 5 freestyles. I'm gonna look at my life and be like, this motherfucker is going so crazy. This is insane.
It was. I mean, the rhyme scheme is really good. There's like super clever lyrics all the way
killing
through.
it. And then to me, the album was like good. Like it was good, but I did want it to be a little better. But I might have like tricked myself because the freestyle was just that good.
I like that human experience of, and then I'm gonna finish an album and then go play.
Yeah,
like
and they
a
want me to say his
season of
shit.
basketball.
Well, 3. He's playing 3 games.
He's just playing 3 games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, if they resign him,
No, I think
So
that
he's only signed for 3
He
games.
signed up for
It's
3
3
games.
to 3 to 6 games. So
Okay.
oh man,
I think it was really to promote the league and also for him to be like, yo, I've been doing all this basketball shit this whole time. Realistically, people thought, is J. Cole going to try to go to the NBA? Realistically, people don't really.
So let me ask then. Sheck West is an actual friend of mine,
Okay.
and he's playing in the Paris Pro League, which is actually a good team. I'm confused.
No, Shaq West can't hoop either.
Okay, so so he's just trolling everyone then.
No, they're just like, I think the leagues are small leagues and they realize they get more press from getting these big ass people who they don't like. Think about it. The best athlete in that league might have 20,000 followers on Instagram.
Right.
And he's this versus Sheck West being like,
Just
I'm going
saying,
to play two games.
It's Paris's team, you know, so it's like, it's known, whatever. And, you know, he entered the NBA draft, right? Just wondering, like, what the fuck is going on? It's weird.
No, I saw that stuff too. J. Cole can hoop to me. If
I've seen J. Cole hoop. I'm just saying, Sheck is like maybe barely taller than me by an inch or something. Like, you know, we've kicked it.
That's because you think you could have played in the league too.
Well, I never thought I could play in the league. You know, I played in college.
I know, man. Look, I saw them weak ass highlights you sent my way that time.
Shut your ass up. Hater.
Ben has lived 7 lives.
Yeah, I have.
Ben has lived 7
People
lives.
say that shit every day. Someone just said it yesterday. It was like, dude, your life is just really just, I can't fucking believe it. If you just take away all the jewelry shit and let's dig into the music career, dig into the playing ball, dig into the DJ life and all this other shit, even digging into the fatherhood. And I'm like, man, I don't know, bro. I just try to keep busy.
How did you get into jewelry?
To fatherhood.
How did you get from whatever
music business?
Had you always had you always?
I've always loved jewelry.
Yeah, but had access to creating jewelry?
No, I did, but I didn't. You have access to something until you ask for it, right? Like you have to ask somebody, all right, well, look, bro, can you help me out with this? I never really, you know, decided to ask my uncle.
But so you partner with your family, right?
With my uncle. You know, my uncle, my dad, my mom weren't really speaking. And we were just super dysfunctional family. Well, like 7 siblings. And like, I think they all talk. I don't know, man. It was a weird situation because my mom was the first one to come here. And then as other people came, she helped a lot of people out. I feel like she didn't get paid back. And I know that for a fact. I don't care about, there's 2 sides, but you see like, all right, well, everyone has their stories.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the loan paid back to my mom? All right, well then I don't want to hear about the other part of the story until the loan's paid back. So going on, you know, I just got into the business and I needed something to do. Mm-hmm. Didn't know what I was going to do at that point. I was hanging out with Mr. Cartoon, trying to figure out, getting motivation. He was my mentor for a little bit. And I said, you know what? I was going to open a store that was like a barbershop, place you can get white tees, get something fresh right there, boom. Get like some knickknacks and get, you know, white on white Air Force Ones. So it's kind of like a one-stop thing. And like, you know, you go in and I was like, fuck was I thinking? But I decided to kind of dip into jewelry. And literally like in the first week, you know, like connected with Travis Barker, connected with the Clips, Pusha T and all that. Made the Clips chain, you know. Then soon after made Mariah Carey's pieces and just used my music connects to start making people pieces, you know, The Game, Nas.
Did
showing
you
up in
make
videos.
Michael Jackson a piece?
I made all Michael Jackson's jewelry probably the last 2 years of his life.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was a trip too.
So how do you know you're like, was it what you just had an eye for it and then you could also create it? Like, I just think that's super impressive that it feels like it's a double. It's like there's so many things that go into making a piece of jewelry. I feel like
There's so many different aspects that there's almost never one person that does it all. So as time went on, we were making some pieces, like made the Interstate 10, boom, and I had my uncle making these pieces. And then at a certain point, man, you know, it's like fucked up because it's family, but like at a certain point I was like, yo, man, I can't work my uncle because I'm sure black people say, oh man, you know how black people do this. Korean people, we have our own shit too. Like Korean people, they have their own, they don't deal with attorneys. They don't deal with their like handshake, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? They don't do no contracts. There's so many ways of business that Korean people do things. But they're very supportive of each other, but they just do things their own way. Do you know? And it just wasn't going to be a professional way for it to be a universal brand. Plus we're operating out of the hood. And I just at a certain point, I was like, yo man, we're too vulnerable here. Nobody here has a GIA degree. I'm not going to go to fucking college right now to do this. We know more about jewelry than people. Because it's one thing to be like, I know it's not being a doctor, but imagine if you were a contractor and you're building beautiful homes, but you weren't bonded and you didn't have a license. You know, there's people I'm sure that could do it out there. With jewelry, you don't have to be, you know. I'm sure the big jewelry houses like Harry Winston, Cartier, Van Cleef, they have those. But, you know, me and my cousin just kind of self-taught. So I started taking night classes. I started learning from people. And then I realized, I was like, yo, this is more tedious than anything. Mm-hmm. creative as shit is crazy. What will drive you nuts is setting 3,000 stones and making sure you don't fuck up. You know, it's not like putting pepperoni pizza together and putting a bunch of pepperonis on a pizza. You know, at a certain point, who's going to give a fuck? Be like, oh man, more pepperoni better or less pepperoni. Oh, no one's going to say, hey man, those shits aren't perfectly aligned, exactly perfect.
Yeah.
So when you're sitting there setting 200, 300 stones, most of my diamond setters that I have in my factory, they're handicapped. Hunchback, leg, shorter leg, or lip, some kind of limp, but their hands work perfectly fine. Technically, they can't really do too many other things, but they could sit in a chair for 8 hours, smoke cigarettes, and fucking set stones. It's a miserable life, but it's a lot of money. You know, you get paid $4 or $5 a stone. You set 300 stones in a fucking day. It's a shit ton. It's a lot of money. So, around 2008, when the recession started, I realized a couple things. We need to step all our game up. If we want to become like the fucking the go-to people, we were hot, cool, MySpace, and people knew me. But I was like, no, it's time to take over now. It's time to really turn up to a different level. To do that during the recession was so bad, I almost considered not doing jewelry anymore. I thought about giving up. I thought about working for our rival jeweler. And there's very few jewelers in Los Angeles that are even prominent. I thought about working for another jeweler. I'm like, yo, you know what? I can get rid of my business, work for this dude. I can make his shit go crazy. He can absorb all the costs of fucking studio, this, office, boom, whatever. And I'm cool with just this little fixed income. Then I was like thinking like, yo, why am I thinking like a bitch right now? This is crazy. I'm scared because of the recession. Like, fuck this. It's time for me to turn up. Everything just kind of worked out and went into place. The Micro Jesus patent was a start. I started to lose money by fucking up pieces. And then I'm like, oh, here we go. I concocted the perfect fucking, potion. I got the formula down. I have it. After that, I haven't looked back not once. I've turned up every time.
So you're doing most of the creative, and then you're giving it to diamond setters to do.
So there's a process.
Because that's what I was like, how does somebody have this whole like artistic patience that like that discipline as well as be in this culture as well?
So there's something called master jeweler.
Yeah.
They could probably do everything, right? Then there's a bench jeweler who does kind of like repairs, does solders, welding, we could do a little bit of diamond set if you're replacing some stones here and there. There's a different position. There's so many different processes. When you start, you get, let's say, a cause piece, or you get like anything, a picture, a JPEG on a computer. Now you got to figure out, okay, I need to make this 3-dimensional, 2-dimensional, wherever it is, and now translate this into a piece, right? There's a program called CAD, which is like, kind of like not 3D printing, but like, like a dumbed down version of that. And, we use an old school Korean way, which is, people could say, oh, was it Italian way? Fuck you, I don't care. It's an old, very way that's a dying talent that no one really does anymore. Everyone uses machine. Everyone uses 3D printing, whatever. Believe it or not, these things actually take quite a bit of time. So I have an amazing wax carver, and they cut the wax. And the wax is what, you make a bottle, you make a watch, shoes, whatever. Everything has to have a mold. Mm-hmm. So you have the picture, the idea, the creation, and then, whatever. Now you get a mold. You get the mold, you cast into gold. When it comes out of casting, you drill holes if there's going to be diamonds in it. Then from there, or before you drill holes, you need to get the like all the carving, all the shine, all the every kind of possible alteration you need to make on that piece needs to be done in its rare form. It's just it's not even it can be rose gold, white gold, yellow gold, and it might not look that great because it hasn't been done yet. Then you get to, you drill holes. Sometimes it could take 3, 4, 10,000 diamonds. You're drilling all these holes. Then you put the stones in there. Stones have to be aligned perfectly. If you fuck up, you got to fill the gold back up all over again and restart again because it has to be perfect. Then when it's all said and done, I get the piece. I put the makeup on it. I do the magic. I make an ugly bitch look fucking fine as in a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I get crazy with the pen, with the fucking rhodium pen. I have my polishing skills and everything and putting together. But my vision was there from the beginning. So it's like, you're not going to see Wolfgang Puck throw a pizza up in the fucking sky anymore. Like Gordon Ramsay sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to make a burger. Come on, man. Like he could, but it's like he has a sous chef. He has this, and this. Technically, I am making the pieces, but I'm also directing people to do certain things that save time.
Sure.
Yeah, so
That's awesome. That was a great look behind the process. That's exactly what I was asking.
So this week in Florida, a woman trespasses Miami high school and poses as student to gain Instagram followers.
What the fuck was she?
I saw that story and I don't understand that story.
Me either. Can we hear?
Yeah, sure. I'll read it to y'all. Okay, so a Miami Beach woman has been charged in order to stay away from a local high school after police said she trespassed the school and pretended to be a student. According to the police, it all started when 28-year-old Audrey, a Carnival Cruise Line employee who works in sales, entered the American Senior High School in Miami on Monday. That is when security confronted her, but she portrayed herself to security as a student and then stated she was looking for the registration office. However, instead of walking to the office, she walked straight past it down a hallway, confronting multiple students as they were trying to enter a classroom.
Follow me.
Upon this confrontation, she allegedly stopped them from entering said classroom, preventing them from entering the class. That is when school security confronted her for a second time. This time, she refused to stop for school security, and the school administration was notified of the threat.
Is she running for president? Is my question.
No.
But how are you going to get social media followers? I'm just curious.
I
Like,
don't know.
So,
That's a lie.
Yeah, what's
So-
the strategy?
That's a lie.
it keeps going. So the police, after everything happened, they analyzed the footage and they came to the conclusion that the entire incident had been pre-planned by her. So she planned on doing this. So she dressed up as a student on purpose, and
What does that
then
even mean dressed up as a student? What did she wear?
What's up, fam? She's like,
she didn't look that young, dog. You know what I'm saying? She looked kind of young.
So she dressed up as a student, and then she prevented the students from entering the classroom. But while she was doing that, she also handed them pamphlets with her username and flyers that had
Wait,
her
so
so-
she really is
social
just
media
doing street
apps.
team. She just street team that shit.
Yeah, 1996 street team though. Like,
Like you pulling
Damn.
up in the motherfucking expedition on the Hummer, passing out the flyers and shit. She really street teaming.
It's like the dad who's like, if you want the job, go in there, ask
And
for
make
the
it.
meet the manager, ask for the application, and get the job. And that's the
But this is a lie,
strategy she
though.
took with followers.
She's trying to fuck kids.
Oh, you think so?
Why the fuck would you be like, yeah, I went to a high school and just passed out my Instagram name to get followers? Like,
Come on, isn't there's a dumb person
bullshit.
thought
No,
process?
You're hoping that somebody hits you up, one of the kids, like, I followed you, or was in your class today. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, and she was recording this on her cell phone.
So I'm
So
saying, she a freak, fam.
What kind of content does she
Arrest
make?
this bitch, man.
she was
Is she-
trying to get followers.
Prank-
It's very
But what kind of
Crazy.
content does
I
she
mean to make
make?
these
Jesus
students
Christ,
believe
dude.
I'm a student.
Yeah.
just pranks.
She's just terrible at pranks.
and she's not even
I'm
that cute,
in.
right?
Courtney don't want to judge that one.
I don't
like
want to
that, man.
judge this lady.
She's not a student.
Yeah,
She's 28. She was trying to pass for a 16, 17-year-old.
Why did she not go for the senior? Like she went for a fucking sophomore, junior.
I just made that up. I don't know what age
I was
bracket she was going
I
after.
was gonna say.
That's so
They
fucking stupid, man.
Ask her, what grade are you in? She's like, I'm a sophomore. Fuck.
You could have passed for senior.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida's interesting. if
I like
nothing
that
else.
she's hitting the ground running, you know? She's just trying to build her brand from the ground up.
Why don't you want to see her as the creep she is, Chris?
I'm just taking the other side, you know? I'm just trying to understand what the thought process here was. And it had to have been that, right? Or was it I can fuck kids?
I think it's I want to fuck kids.
I think so too. Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
like I want followers.
I mean, I also I go deeper in her psyche. I think that maybe this person is super lonely in quarantine and like hasn't felt like
is this an excuse?
No, she's 28. We talked about last week maybe like if a 24-year-old got a pass for being stupid. A 28-year-old definitely is not like a kid.
Yeah. No.
No, she went to high school.
You're an
man,
adult, you're fully functioning, and this was a terrible idea.
and you want followers, and you want children followers at that. You're not
Yeah,
even like,
you
let me
know.
get other 28-year-olds to follow me and go to a bar and pass out my fucking shit. You're like, yo, I want to go to a high school for whatever reason. You're a pedophile.
Officials warn people not to fill plastic bags with gasoline amid panic over gas shortage. Officials are warning people not to pour gasoline into plastic bags amid the panic over a shortage of gas in southern states. So you guys know that there's the whole
Yeah, but who's doing this? Who's putting it in plastic
so
bags?
Stupid
there's
as
it's
fuck.
even if you search this on Twitter or on Instagram, there's people pouring stuff in plastic bags. I've seen people pouring stuff in bins, like the container bins, and putting it in the back of their trucks.
Why
and
is the gas shortage starts with refresh me? It's
it's with
something
the pipeline
There was
that
a
was
hack.
hacked.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm remembering.
So
all this.
everywhere from people from Florida all the way to Maryland to New York, there's a shortage right now. So there's insane gas lines. The prices are being hiked up. All that stuff is
People are
happening
going
right now.
full
will
toilet paper.
This may sound stupid. Will the gas not burn through regular plastic bags? Like
I mean, it
will
won't
not-
burn, but it's just not going to stay in there. It eventually like
Yeah.
slowly
That's what I'm saying.
eat,
Yeah, eat at it, right?
you know,
yeah.
through plastic. People are just fucking stupid, dude. Period. Like for real, they're fucking dumb as hell. And on top of that, you know what's funny is it hasn't affected shit here. Gas is still the same fucking price. I mean, it's high in certain areas, but it's overall like, bro, my car only accepts fucking 98 octane or better. So I got to go all the way to fucking this one. Well, there's 3 gas stations kind of within a 15-mile radius. So it's $250 to fucking fill up that
Which
fucking
car are we talking about, man?
for the Senna or my 918.
Okay.
So either one of those, you know,
Oh.
it's $12 a gallon.
Oh,
Right.
word.
Yeah, so you got to put jet fuel in that bitch, and it's a motherfucker.
It's a
so,
life. I can't. I don't know if I can handle this life, Ben.
But what if you could put some of it in a plastic bag and then not
you
have
don't put
to
a
come
look,
back?
I have a drum, and I have also like a gas tank. So my assistant will go there, boom, he'll fill up 4 5-gallon tanks. I have 20 gallons, so we always have it. Then I put it into a drum that holds like 20 something, so I could pump it and whatever I
Oh.
need to. But what I mean is, I also don't like to have a lot of gas because if you saw what happened, one of these people put a shit ton in their car, and guess what? They got in a car accident. Now the car fucking exploded.
They
'Cause
did?
it's- Yeah, because it's not gas in it.
Of course that fucking happened. Of
When
course
gas
that
is in a
fucking happened.
tank, it's different.
Yeah.
The way it combusts. Do you know what I mean? When it's out in the fucking trunk, you know, when fucking Tide
Just hanging
laundry,
out.
yeah, like Tide laundry fucking things. It's fucking stupid, bro. People are just dumb as shit.
Did that person die?
Oh no, I just thought it was fucking.
It's too much of a
I-
process to have a fucking luxury car. Like, as you even just talking about all this shit. Like, I got a decent little car, and I do horrible with it, Ben. I'm gonna be real with you.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 488.
Okay, so on a 488.
I be keeping the bitch plugged up here and there.
But well, hold on. You
Here
should
and there,
you should
here and
never
there.
not have it. Not it should
Not
be plugged in
at all times.
24 hours
Why?
because it trickles the battery.
I know, but that shit is intense. I feel like you
Bro,
know how you be leaving your
It's on the
laptop
ba-
in.
It's on the back of your thing. You're good. And
I
if-
know, but you leave your laptop in for too
now,
long?
see, look at you said 488. So check this out. The great thing about Ferrari is in 2012 they incorporated the 7-year maintenance plan that came with the car. So you're in the good.
I am good.
But there's other things that are not good. Now, if you
Okay,
bought a
alright.
Lamborghini, bought a McLaren, certain things, now you have to worry about, you know, type of shit. But, you know, for the most part, 488 is not bad on fuel. It's not great,
No,
but it's not bad.
cool. But you know, I
It's
don't
a twin
even
turbo. I'm just saying, like, there's different
drive it
things,
here
you know?
and there. I don't drive it that much actually.
Yeah, well, you good then.
Yeah, I don't drive my cars really.
But like I'm saying, a lot of companies now, they're not giving the free service anymore. Even Mercedes-Benz and Cadillac, they're like, you want to buy a service plan, you want to do certain things. Good for me. I don't have cars for over like fucking 5,000-6,000 miles, so I don't fucking do service. Like fuck it. At that point, I mean, I'll get it depending on what it
Damn,
is.
Why you keep pissing on my foot, fam? Ain't this shit to you? Just I don't have cars for 5,000 or 6,000 miles. Oh, what the fuck, man? We have regular listeners, man.
All right, well, I'm
Chill
just
out with all
telling
the
you,
stunt shit.
motherfucker. I used to work at Burger King. I don't hear that shit. I don't.
What does that mean now?
Just saying.
I have it my way. Guys, it was destined to happen. It was right there.
I actually just wasn't sure how the people who were like, they look kind of like full grown adults putting plastic bags of gasoline in their car.
Bro, that's
And I
sucked.
just didn't really understand how they made it this far. Like, how do you make it here? You
They're
haven't
putting
died
it
yet?
in Ziploc bags though, like the big Ziploc.
Yeah.
That's
How
why I
has that
don't get it.
person not died yet?
Yeah, dude,
how does
this
that
is
person
crazy,
not
bro.
know basic things?
How are you putting it back in your tank from that way? You know how difficult? Look, bro, I have to load gas and random different things. What are you putting it back in? How are you? What I'm saying is you can't put it in your fucking Tide laundry, detergent,
I'm gonna funnel
Chuck.
it. I'm gonna pop a hole in that bitch
yeah.
and funnel
But
it
even
back in
still,
there.
it has to get into.
I'm just saying that's
Look,
what they
Yeah, then
think.
it has
I'm just
to open.
fam. First of all,
That's
the people,
smart, dude.
the person that put it in the bag, I'm not arguing that they're smart at all.
I don't think they
I'm
think forward a lot in general.
No, I think they're like save gas.
There's probably a few guys who were like, fuck, I waited in line for 10 cars. I guess I should take some for later.
Are they
So
freezing
I don't
it?
have to wait in line.
Can't freeze gas.
Can
Can
I
you
No.
freeze it?
No.
No, I'm just saying that this is just.
I'm making up shit.
Even on a Tesla level, look, charging your car, it's a bitch if you forget to charge the car, right? Having a supercharger, not accessible, certain things. You know, for a while, you were able to charge your car for free. Now they charge you, they bill your account. If you have Tesla, you have to have certain things, you know. People are always like, what if you don't have the internet? What if you don't have this? Well, then you can't have one then, motherfucker. You know? You have a Tesla, you have to have the app on your phone. You have to have certain things. They have to be able to bill you in certain ways, and boom. So having a charger at my house, I still have it. By the way, any house in California that was built after 2017 has to have an EV plug in the house somewhere. You may not see it, but you could bring an electrician by, they could install, you know, a power charger in your house. So it's not that difficult to get that done. Now, what I did notice is, because I have a P100D, which is like their fastest, biggest model with the biggest battery, that shit sucks up a lot of electricity. So I do get a tax break from the state of California for energy, but, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, it ain't that cheap, you know? They're saying, it's so, what I'm saying is, let's
But
say,
when
for
you got
instance,
a nice ass one,
still, bro, what does that matter?
Didn't it lock you in the fucking car?
I don't want to talk about that, man. Not on this episode, man. I don't want to talk about that shit. That created drama between me and Elon, and he was fucking pissed, bro. Like, I don't want to get into that shit, man. I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people being wild as fuck with their Teslas though on the streets, and I'd be like, I don't know where I land. I'm like, is this cool as shit, or am I like, nigga, this feels irresponsible? What are you doing? I'll have the homies like post up something from like the back seat with their feet up and be like, you know, just kicking it. I'm like, nigga,
God,
what the
that
fuck?
That is terrifying. That's so.
But there's
scary.
real summons
Those
things
guys,
now, you know, with the matter of maybe less than 2 years from now, I can send a Tesla to go pick up my son from school, and I won't be in the car.
But are you trusting the Tesla?
I'm just saying they're gonna have the capability. Now, how much error rate will there be?
You know, niggas gonna be using them Teslas to cheat and be like, baby, look at the car. The car stopped there. I was in it.
Smart. You're right.
That was a shame. That was my first thought process. Was how can I get away with murder with this Tesla?
I was thinking about the kid like getting picked up from school and then
thinking you're gonna see your dad.
Tesla.
Dad, no.
Oh, how was your day, Tommy? You know,
Tommy.
Yeah, like,
Most generic.
it's a 1950s kid, but he's in the back of a
Tommy.
Tesla.
It's cool. It's just again, you know, they are safe accident wise. When they get in an accident, the car's weigh more than. Think about a Tesla Model X. It weighs more than an Escalade full body. You know, they're heavy as shit. You know.
Oh,
because
I
the
didn't
batteries.
think about
No,
that.
they're very heavy. They're very solid. I had a friend of mine
They're
had
fast as fuck, right?
Yeah. Fastest car in the world.
Crazy. That's what they say. Fastest car in the world. That's what every time I put up on somebody and it was like, oh, I dust that Ferrari. You know, I was like,
Oh, you'll dust it.
and I was like, I don't think you'll dust it, but I think I heard that you might be me.
Well, no, now the brand new Model S, which should be arriving, like the first one should be coming like next few weeks. It's faster than my hypercar, than my Senna, than my McLaren. It's faster than pretty much everything in the world. Now, when the Roadster finally comes out, if it does finally come out, that will be beyond. There'll be nothing that's even close. There's nothing even like get the fastest hot rod, Fast and the Furious, quarter mile king in that Tesla Roadster is going to fucking destroy it. It's going to eat it up. I mean, come on, bro. 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds. Like, you can't even, forget it, bro. It's impossible. You can't compete. It's a slingshot.
In
You know?
It's like a roller
1.2
coaster.
seconds?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 1.7 seconds. Still
It
ridiculous.
don't fucking matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? I don't hear these things.
Yeah.
My
Damn.
ears are not to the streets as enough they need to be. I don't be knowing what Elon talking about. 1.7 seconds?
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous. So to put in perspective, Steelo's car, right? I used to have that 488. So think about a 488
When he wasn't doing well, everyone.
with the best, best everything right. The time is right. The tires are warm. You know, there's just enough gas. You know, if you have too much gas in your tank, that's weight. You know, boom, whatever. At the best, he's gonna run that bitch in a low 4 seconds. So at that
That's what I'm
point,
saying.
it's like, you know, it's ridiculous.
1.7.
Yeah,
That's the mummy ride, right? At Universal Studios.
faster than that.
I'm joking.
But yeah,
Like, yeah, I can't even imagine.
No,
like,
that feels like a roller coaster. Like, or
No,
is
it's
it
way
fast.
worse.
It's
It's
faster
faster
than
than
that.
any
I'm
roller
saying
coaster
it
you've
feels
been on.
so dangerous.
Just boom, like,
even mine is so fucking fast. But now there are still cars that are faster. It's just they're making them faster now. Let's say, for instance, the new Model S, the new sedan, with the new Plaid. There's a Plaid Plus that's even faster, but it's not coming out till next year. The Plaid one that is the one that's coming out now, you can order right now. That car itself is going to smoke 99.99%. Anything it pulls up next to, see you later, bro. You know, it's just going to destroy everything out there. It will do 204 miles per hour top speed, way longer range now, and it just looks pretty chill. It's not like anything crazy, you know. And the G-force on it, when you kick the gas, like when you have the higher the charge you have in your car, the faster it is, right? When you put it into ludicrous mode or you put it into everything else,
there's a ludicrous mode.
Yeah,
think of a Vin Diesel mode too.
There's a crazy mode
Is there
that
a
goes
Vin Diesel mode?
No, there's a crazier mode than ludicrous. You touch the screen, you hold it for like 15 seconds. Think how long 15 seconds is, right? And you hold it, then all of a sudden the screen turns black, and you see asteroids and like light rays coming out, like Star Wars.
Like Star Wars fucking
Millennium Falcon, right?
What?
So the Millennium Falcon, boom, the screen does, and it goes, shh, and it goes, are you sure you want to do this? Right?
Nigga, no.
And then
Nigga, no.
two options for your answers are, yes, let's do this. Number two,
Or
the
let
other
me
answers,
out.
it says,
Eject.
no, I want my mommy.
No.
And when you push no, I want my
So
mommy.
we're bullying people into
Yeah.
killing themselves.
So then you put yes, right? You push yes, because not people. Listen, the dealership won't tell you about this button. You have to find about it online. When you do push that button, it gives you another extra oomph, right?
He's putting fucking secret codes in cars.
So when you get in the car, right, Chris, I'm telling you, when you get in the car,
Yeah.
this is what you feel like. It feels like this. Look, feel like let's have push the gas, right?
Yeah.
And you're sitting like this. It's like that. You don't. There's no Ferrari or Lamborghini currently that's gonna make you feel that way.
So there's no old people gonna ride this car.
Hell no, bro. If
Okay.
they just the gas, not
They'll
fucking
just
thing,
be
bro,
finding
come
bodies
over.
left and right.
Yeah.
Just pass the fuck out and dead.
Well, it's self-driving too, so it could just pull over.
Well,
Oh.
self-driving will never do. It will
That.
never do that because it'll stay within the speed limits and do certain things. But
But I mean, that car does that, and then also has a self-driver, right?
I don't
or
want to
will
trust
at
a
one
person
point.
to do
But maybe not.
1.7.
The self-driver may not be Vin Dieseling.
I'll say this.
Vin
One
Diesel.
thing that is really convenient is when you're in traffic and you just are like whatever it may be. If you want to just kind of relax, but you still have access to grab the wheel and put the whatever. At least you have that, and you can kind of be like, it's better than cruise control because you're kind of like, fuck man, can I just take a 5-minute nap real quick and I'll hear the sound if it's something trips. It'll be like do like if an error comes on. You can kind of do that now. You know what I mean? You shouldn't, but what I'm saying is there are some benefits to it. Like if you don't, I don't know if you just feel like fuck, man, I just don't feel good right now, man. Let's have this motherfucker just get me home. You know, you can kind of do
What
it.
the fuck?
You put it
Just
into
get me home. I don't even know
I
how
think
far
that's
you
it.
are, but you sounded pretty far when you said that. You were like,
Understand
I'm
if you-
45 minutes away. Fuck it. Get me
Yeah.
home, motherfucker. I'm tired.
But I have done this where like I'm in a parking lot at like Cheesecake Factory in Marina or somewhere, and I'm like, here, get my car out of there. So I'll summon the car to get out of the parking space and come to me in front.
You can do that with your
Oh,
current
I've
car.
done-
It just
yeah, I've
snaps.
Oh, I didn't know those were.
Tesla puts them inside of your thumb and your finger. You snap.
No, man, don't listen
Car
to him.
comes. It's insane. Mark of the beast.
You can summon. You can definitely summon.
You can. What the fuck does that even mean, Ben? You're just saying words at this point. What do you mean you can just summon? What do you mean?
His car will come from.
I
the
know what the
parking
fuck
spot.
summon means. I'm saying like exactly what does that look like?
Is there an app?
Yeah, there's an app.
As a
I didn't know
app.
people own this yet.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is when people see the car coming and no one's in the car, it does kind of
Why?
fuck them up a little bit. It fucks
Why
them up
would
a
it
little bit.
not?
Yeah.
It
I'm not
would.
getting in the
It
car.
would freak me the fuck out. It's some ghost
I'm not
driving
getting
at
in
me.
the car. Yeah, so I'm like, car's driving itself.
What the fuck?
I don't know when the automatic parking came out, it was big for me. It was like niggas is letting this happen.
That's pretty big, yeah.
Parallel parking, that's huge, man. And now we talking about motherfuckers really being like, yo, my car just drives me. To like that's insane. I don't know.
So can you also just get out of the car where you need to go and send it around the block to
Nah,
find a parking
I'm
spot?
fucking with that.
That, yeah.
That sounds.
I'm fucking with that, and I'm also fucking with yo, fam. I gotta run in real quick, car. Right, I'm gonna run in real
Circle the
quick.
block.
I need you to circle the block, make sure I don't get no ticket.
I love.
I'm gonna
it.
go ahead and grab this shit. Real quick, order some shit. I'm gonna grab it, come back. Yeah, I'll be right here. All right. I fuck with that, but like, just take me home feels a little wild. Feels a little wild.
Just so in the future, we will just be seeing driverless cars like circling the block.
You probably
all the
will
time.
be. You probably
That's
will.
crazy. I can't wait to be old and be like, "This some bullshit." That's what I'm gonna be saying on the streets.
You know what's even scarier is when you do it at a mall, at a semi-crowded mall, and you see it come out of the space, and people are like, "Hey, dude, this fucking car is moving." Now, mind you, it's only going 5 miles per hour. They don't like that though. They don't like the car pulling up and then pulling up to in front of you, and it's coming from almost 70, it's coming from far away, like 75, 80 feet, and it's parked. It's coming out of the space and coming to you because they see the phone is going through Bluetooth, and then it fucking finds you and it comes to you. That shit fucks people up. It makes them upset.
But it comes to get you, and it hits a person, right? Who takes the L, you or Tesla?
For sure, me, I think. I mean,
I don't know. I'm just asking because you could be like, "Yo, Tesla." I pushed the button.
nah,
Y'all technology fucking hit
That's a
that.
good question.
Hit that person.
Yeah, if that feels like it should
I'm
be
just
Tesla.
asking,
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
defect.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like you didn't make it happen. It'd be a defect of them. That's what I'm asking. I don't fucking know.
I've never tried far away, like meaning parking the car like far, far away and be like, "Hey, man, I wonder if you can find me at my house. Come get me and pick me
That's
up."
wild.
Yeah.
You're living a life if you do that.
That'd be great.
if you trust your car, be like, fuck it. It's 6 miles away, but fuck it.
No, man.
Almost-
But there will be that soon, and it's
Soon? How soon is soon?
pretty soon, bro.
You think 2 years?
I think 2 years, man, because they're already doing. You know, the self-driving cars are already happening in Arizona. They're driving what Domino's. They're dropping off Domino's. They're dropping off Amazon.
And dropping off drunk white girls in Arizona for sure.
Well, I mean, no, they're doing something out there in Arizona. So
No, the cars are? Oh, Tesla is.
they're not Teslas. There's other company
Oh,
that
really?
has self-driving cars right now that are working.
Oh.
But 100% for at least a year now, definitely pizza right now is being dropped off by a non-contact, nothing, just a straight up machines pull up to your house, boom.
Postmates does that with little robots and shit.
Yeah, but the pizza one with the Domino shit is 10 times iller. Like, it's
Is it?
crazy.
It's a full car.
I mean, bro, it's
I don't
pulling.
mind that because I only paid $5-6 for my pizza for one. I'm just saying for people out there, probably 6.
But bro, imagine a pizza coming from, really from like a major street.
I'm cool with
Nah,
that.
bro.
I'm saying like I'll risk my pizza to see technology, but like for me to have a car that's mine that I paid for and have to trust technology and that it could possibly fuck up, and I'm like, I paid for that motherfucker. That was $75,000, $100,000 versus $7 for this fucking
Let's
pizza.
say you guys are leaving, you guys are drunk,
$7.
Fuck this pizza.
and both you guys are drunk, and both you guys
Domino's.
decide to leave Delilah.
Yeah.
Okay? You guys both leave Delilah. You call for the service. Now you get in the car and there's no driver. Are you getting out?
Is there a pizza in the car?
No, motherfucker. No pizza in the car.
If there's a pizza in the car, I'm considering.
I would be sold on the pizza.
Actually, you know what? That'd be pretty crazy, right?
Oh,
You
Joe.
can-
Oh, that'd be a
Eat
service.
pizza while it's driving you home.
That's the
That should
that's
be
the,
a
that's
service.
that's the company right
There
refreshments.
should
there.
be a
man.
pizza Uber.
That's the company right there,
And
man.
refreshments.
People are drunk, leaving the club. What do they want? They want food. Imagine
They do. They
the
do want
car
food.
coming to pick you up and having your food already in the car.
You
That's
can like
the fucking
open
future.
it and there's
you
a
heard
pizza.
it here first. Is you drunk?
It's like we're in the back seat and that like the back and the driver's up there.
Yeah, and you
and
reach
then
up
like
there.
you can pull it down and there's like
Get your
a hot
pizza.
box. You're like, oh, we got
No,
burritos.
because you
Jesus
order it.
Christ, dude.
Because when you order the car
Oh,
before you leave the
they're like
club,
Fritos
you
pizza.
order the food. The food is with it. So it asks you when do you want your car. You're like, I want it to. I mean, bitch, you. No, you're like, I want it now.
they only do it via text, and it's just shitty drunk
It's
text.
just horrible text messages. But then they're like, what kind of food do you want? And they let you click the restaurants. It's only like 10 open because it's late. But the 10 open, you pick one. You're like, oh, I want fast salads.
Oh,
And then you click your little sandwich and everything. And then when the car comes and gets you because you fucked up, your sandwich is in the car, fam.
and Postmates gives you a ride home essentially.
It's not Postmates.
It's a combo.
It's our company, Chris. Now you fucking it up.
I mean, it's
by
not
saying
Postmates.
shit like
It's not
Postmates, man.
Postmates. Well, that's why I was trying to get I was trying to kind of be like, well, our technology could be the thing in the passenger seat of the car.
Yeah, but
That's
we don't
like
even
an
need to mention
oven.
Postmates as our competitor. But yeah. So, but yeah.
All right,
So,
we'll cut
Good
that
idea. It's a
part
good
out.
idea.
yeah, it's a high idea for sure. But it's the future.
I mean, I love the idea that you could select a meal as
I've
well. when you
ordered,
get a
I've ordered
card.
food to the club before. It's amazing. It is amazing to be at the club and then be like, you know what? I know I'm either about to be real drunk if I drink one more, or I can get some food in my stomach real quick and maybe not completely make an ass of myself. And then you legit be like, all right, let me order a pizza real quick to the fucking club. And they bring the fucking pizza in the club. You eat the pizza in the club. You look cool.
Fuck, man.
You look cool and plugged because niggas like, how you get pizza in the club? You like, stop asking me questions, fam. Either you want a slice or not. But like, but you eat the pizza and shit. You
can
stunned.
fuck around and sell a good pizza. You can sell it for $50 a slice in the club.
For
Easy.
1,000%, I'm buying
Easy.
it.
Easy.
You're taxing everybody on everything in the club.
If it was like a good slice and it was right there, I'd pay $50 for that fucking slice, man. Fuck
Damn,
that.
another business just created like that, pizza in the club. And we just do it in different fucking cities around the world. We license out the name Pizza in the Club.
Pizza in the club.
Pizza in the club. And people were just like, you got pizza in the club? And they know. Prices and everything. Nah, y'all laughing.
It's also a bit of a stunt to people around you. You're like, yeah, I paid $50 for a slice of pizza. I
and
can
the club
do
gets
that
like super
shit.
messy because niggas are stepping on cheese and shit.
I was definitely thinking about the back seat
Falling
of
on
those cars.
pepperonis and shit. Like, disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
The back seat of those cars are going to be gross as well. It's just a bunch of drunk people eating. It's going to be a fucking mess.
So, Chihuahua faces death penalty if convicted of nipping petrified woman. A Chihuahua named Buddy has reportedly been ordered to stand trial in the UK after he was collared for nipping an avian lady. And the puny pup may face the death penalty if convicted. Buddy initially raced out to greet the avian lady when she called to collect her catalog of rounds in November, but then the dog chased her around the garden and snapped at her legs. So the lady saying the dog came out booming out and kept biting around my legs. The dog was chasing me, nipping my legs, and it drew blood. I could not move quickly enough. It was chasing me round and round in circles. The 13-inch tall pooch was getting more and more irate, and I was absolutely petrified. It took a wad out of my leg, which left me bleeding and with a massive bruise. I was shaking.
She sounds dramatic.
How the fuck? Well, hold on. Is it Chihuahua?
So this is
Sounds
the
dramatic
bruise.
as hell. Yeah, I knew it. She sounds dramatic.
Is she campaigning for the dog to die?
I'm just saying that the Chihuahua can't take the stand.
Well,
kind of litigation
it's
is-
supposed to stand trial, and the maximum penalty is 5 years behind bars.
Is he gonna be tried by other jurors that are also dogs or also people? Which one? If they're dogs, I'm for it. If they're people, then this seems unfair.
Shit.
Also, this is bullshit. Fuck this lady. Cause I feel like she's just so bullshit with the dog. Number one, the person who wrote the article is on the side of the lady, of the dog, because they're writing death penalty. No dog gets the death penalty.
Yeah,
It's
that's
simply
stupid,
I
dog.
put that motherfucker down, and that's it. That's what you say. I put that dog down. To write as death penalty means that you're like, this is so unfair.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this dog nipped this lady, which it really is just a fucking nip. But this is nothing but two neighbors hating each other.
Yeah. Well, the avian lady clearly doesn't like whoever lives in this house.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe
Yeah.
clearly doesn't like the Chihuahua himself.
But if she has a fear of dog Chihuahuas, yeah,
They're very aggressive.
they could be
They're
aggressive.
very
sometimes.
aggressive. They're also Chihuahua.
I know they're Chihuahuas.
But there might be a
I'll kick
circumstance.
that motherfucker. Get the
Yeah. But like she couldn't run that fast. I felt like it's
Yeah.
really about her not wanting to get in shape. The dog was training her, and said she ran around like 4 times. And she got tired. That's what happened. The dog was like, "Bitch, keep working," and she got tired.
So hold on. The dog is going to jail, or the owner of the dog?
No,
going to
it's the dog can face death penalties.
fuck it.
And,
What do you mean
but they're
behind
also saying,
bars?
but they're saying that the owner can face charges for the Dangerous Dogs Act. There's an act
The
called
Dangerous
Dangerous
Dog
Dogs
It's horse
Act.
shit, dude.
But what does behind bars mean? Because it said
For
it
a
can face
dog?
4 years behind bars.
Yeah, the maximum penalty is
What's it
5
going,
years
Cook County
behind
jail?
bars if the case goes to Crown Court.
County.
So, but a judge could also order that Buddy be destroyed.
Destroy. Why are they using these words?
Yes, it literally says.
a whole
But a
ass
judge
dog.
also could order that Buddy be destroyed.
That just feels like they're like blowing him up in a million different
Yeah,
directions.
me too. Like,
So
they wanna
it
rip his
sounds
head
like-
off.
It sounds like the owner could face 5 years behind bars, and then Buddy could be put down, aka face the death penalty because of this.
Oh, I thought it was like
Does Buddy have a record? Like, is this like
I don't
Buddy's
think
first
so.
offense, or is it like Buddy be out here wilding the fuck out? And-
Oh my God,
and-
the owner only had him for a month before this happened.
Okay, this is totally unfair for the owner to face consequences for this.
This is Buddy.
What the fuck? That dog
That's
look crazy as hell.
Buddy.
That's Buddy.
Buddy
Yeah,
does look a little bit
Buddy.
evil.
That dog
Yeah.
looks like fucking Rami Malek and shit. That motherfucker.
His hair is blown out. His hair is blown out. Like, he does look a little crazy for it.
But, you know, if you had a dog for a
but
month.
you only here for a month and you about to get put down, Phil?
Fuck that.
You didn't even get started yet. Hey, Pimpin. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you guys for having
coming on
me.
the show. Nah, for real. The episode from us. I mean, I'm high as shit. If y'all can't see. I've been high for a while now.
Fucking pizza in the club.
But yeah, pizza in the club. We should have gave it away, everybody. But
Oh, yeah, we got to make that $1 billion idea.
hey, we're the
Pizza in
future.
club.
Pick up from the club.
Pick
With
up from
the-
the club.
with
Pick up from the
You eat
club
in
could
the
be
back
somebody else,
seat.
but we use their technology, but we add the food part
That's
to
what
it.
I'm saying.
It's game over.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers get some Pedialyte, some Sprite, some ginger
Man,
ale,
maybe
some
a-
fucking Gatorade.
Maybe a LA street dog.
Yeah.
The ones that's gonna run through your stomach, but you know you're gonna hit that night.
Exactly.
With the bacon wrapped around that bitch, that's gonna hit, boy. But you gonna shit, boy.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, thank you, Ben.
Yeah,
Ben
thanks
Marlowe,
so much
Appreciate
for
you
coming
guys.
on the show.
Thank you guys.
Zip it up.
And zip it out.
Bye.